Hi there. Welcome to class. Welcome, welcome. I'm Miss Faust. So are you ready for some note taking? You are? You have paper out? Oh, and a pen or pencil? Good job. We're going to start a unit called the writing faults, and there are 3 of them. We're going to tackle one of the writing faults today. Okay? When we talk about writing faults, we're talking about common mistakes that we make when we are writing. Okay, and if we avoid these mistakes, we can write a wonderful essay. And that's our goal, isn't it? To write wonderful essays. Exactly. So are we ready? Yes? Okay, let's do this. Come on over. As I said, we're dealing with one today, and it's called Sentence Fragments. And this one happens quite a lot. Okay, so let's take this concept apart and make it into 2 different definitions. We'll tackle sentence and then fragments. Okay, so if you remember the independent clause being another word for sentence, that will help you to just understand sentence, just that idea of sentence. Okay, we said the IC needs to have a subject and verb. So here we are, subject and verb. Then IC is a complete thought. Here we are. And that's what makes a sentence. Subject and verb, complete thought. And with the IC we added, it can stand on its own. Okay, so when you think of a sentence, you can think of an IC. When you think of an IC, you can just think of the plain old sentence. Okay? So that's your sentence. Subject and verb, complete thought. Example, she saw the moon last night. Okay, she saw the moon last night. She, subject, saw is your verb, the moon last night. It's a complete thought. We don't have any questions whatsoever, do we, about what that sentence says. Okay, she saw the moon last night. We've got all the information. Exactly. So that's your sentence. Now, the fragment is something different. Quite often you can think of the DC. Remember the DC, dependent clause? It needed to be linked to an IC. Okay, it's not a complete thought. Even though it may have a subject and verb, it's still not complete. Okay? So when we think of fragments, we're thinking about pieces. So whenever something breaks, let's say a vase breaks on the kitchen floor into various little pieces, we can say, look at those fragments. And that's exactly what fragments are, pieces. So in our case, in grammar, we're talking about a piece of a sentence when we say sentence fragments. So a fragment is a piece of a sentence. Okay? So let's look at examples right here. We have 2. Just 2. There's so many that could put up here. Okay? So think again. DC and IC. That will help you in a sense. One fragment is the tree. Just because it's capitalized, there's a period, does not mean it's a sentence. Definitely isn't. We're missing something, aren't we? We're missing subject. We're missing a verb. Okay? We could be missing part of the verb. We could be missing everything. So that's what you need to be aware of. With a sentence fragment, there's so many things that could be, gone. Okay? And that you somehow have to bring in and put together. Okay? So the tree. I don't know. That could be a subject. It depends how you fix it. Okay? When he woke up. That's a fragment. When he woke up. What happened? So, yeah. Talk to me about it. Tell me more, Miss Faust. When he woke up. Yeah, what? Yes, you might say, hey, it's got a subject. He woke is your verb. So what? Some people might say, it's not a complete thought because I'm having questions. So that answers your so what? It's not a complete thought. So it's a sentence fragment. You've got to fix it. Here's your DC. Here's your DC. Notice how everything comes together? That is so neat. It's like in math. You learn this one concept, then the second concept builds off of the first concept, and on and on and on. Same thing with a language. Everything is based off of something that came before it. Okay? There's connection. So these are some examples right here. So how do we correct it? Be aware. Some people might say, oh, I can correct the second one by just going, drop the when. He woke up. There we go, Miss Faust. No, you just changed what the writer's trying to say. When he woke up, something must have happened. If you drop the when, he woke up. Nothing happened. That's not the same meaning, so be very careful. Do not change word order. Okay, so don't move words around or don't drop something and go up. I got it. I moved this word here and moved that word there and now I got it. No. You may end up changing the meaning of what the writer's trying to tell you. So be very careful. And let's do a refresher. Which conjunction is when? Is it your CC, the coordinate? Is it your subordinate? Okay? Is it your conjunctive adverb? Do you remember? Yes, subordinate, exactly. It's your subordinate. Remember, there are only 7 CCs. Remember, boys fan. And your conjunctive adverbs are words more like also, then, thus, furthermore, okay? So this is a subordinate. Yes, if you don't have this is a sentence. Put that in front of it. It's a sentence fragment. So it creates a DC, doesn't it? The subordinate conjunction. Okay, so yes, we got to fix that. It's wrong. But don't change word order. Don't drop something. Okay, so here we're fixing it. Remember, subject gone, verb gone, part of the verb phrase gone, both are gone. We got to do something. Okay, so let's do this. The tree. The birds were hiding in the tree. I just fixed it. Now I have a sentence. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Whoops, I just wiped that off. Okay, let's fix that. Okay? The birds were hiding in the tree. So there we go. Let me fix that a little bit. Got a little excited there. Okay, hiding in the tree. Or if you want tree as the subject, you could say the tree is falling apart. Now the tree is your subject. Okay, and again, it's a sentence. The second one, when he woke up. When he woke up, comma, remember your comma rules? DC plus IC, comma, when he woke up, comma, what? He got out of bed and yawned. Now you have a sentence. You've got a fragment hooked up to a sentence, so to speak. In other words, your DC with an IC. And you made an outright sentence. It is now a true sentence. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that? Okay, so check your writing. Stay away from sentence fragments. Just because you put a period at the end and you capitalize the first word does not always mean that you've got a sentence. Read your writing out loud. Read it. Your ears will start listening for you and they'll tell you wrong, and you'll pick it up. Train your ears to pick up the mistakes. Okay? Example, when he woke up, my ear tells me, that's not finished. When he woke up, he got out of bed and yawned. Okay, I'm fine. My ears say, we're fine. Okay? Any questions? Let me know. Let's look at the assignment. Please make sure you copy this down. Okay? Copy and then correct the following sentence fragments. So they are fragments, all 3. I want you to underline the fragments as I did here. The tree, when he woke up. So I want you to copy them down. And then I want you to use these fragments in other words, make them sentences. Okay? And once you've got them in sentences, underline those fragments. So please write following the cooking instructions, and then underneath, write the correction. Does that make sense? Making sure you underlined. Okay, so you've got following the cooking instructions, a snowball, although she had prepared for the interview. Okay, so those are the 3. Any questions? Any questions at all? When you're done with these 3, please make sure that you send your assignment immediately today to Miss Faz. I'll be waiting for them, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys created some wonderful sentences using those fragments. Okay? So I wish you a very productive day. Till next time. Bye-bye.